happy Thursday to you all. Welcome. We're going to be doing a lovely reading. It's going to be a short and sweet at the same time. But remember that this is going to be a lost cause. Everyone's going to say that. Maybe it could be saying why Zoya Alex is saying that. Well, let me tell you something. A lost cause is like a negative feeling, right? Let's cut the cases. We're going to enjoy what's going to happen, and that's what it seems to be. Now, in that note, it's like that's what it kind of is at the moment, okay? It's basically how that is. And, we're going to figure out what's going to happen, all that jazz. But the point being is that that's what it seems to be. A lost cause is like a negative feeling, right? And, it kind of be worried about these times and whatnot. But, you know what, you have to have progress and you have to try to have some basics and stuff. And the basics are like you have your left, your right, situations, you have all your rights and whatever. But sometimes it's hard for lots of people who don't have the rights or whatever. But when you have a lost cause and you feel all negative and nobody likes you or anything like that, it's a negative feeling, right? You have to remember like who's doing this, what's doing this, and how, right? That's what it seems to be. And basically, that's what it is, right? And these things will take time as they go along, right? So if you just think about this in a way of how you feel, the way how you act, that's what it seems to be, okay? And that's what it is. So for starters, I'm going to show you what's going to happen down here. And let's see. On your left side, you have the Knight of Wands is reversed, and then you have the Queen of Pentacles reversed at the same time. It's very negative in this situation because there's no upright cards in this situation. And that's what it seems to be. It's like this is like appealing to you. It's like peeling a banana, for example. That's what it seems to be, right? You have to think if that's ripe. And if it's ripe, you're going to eat it. If it's not, then throw it away. But that's what it seems to be. And when I tell you this about a lost cause, this is how it seems to be. Everything is all linked together, right? But it's really like like the saying goes, the slow and steady wins the race, right? And that's what it seems to be. So if you have this as a good way of feeling, that's what it seems to be. Now, before we almost get to the end of this, almost, the last card is the Two of Wands reversed at the same time. So this is very bad at the same time. So you have all these reverse cards at the same time. You have the Nine of Wands reversed, you have the Two of Wands reversed, you have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. There's all these reverse cards. And I hope that this is a right upright card. Nope, it's a reverse again. The Six of Pentacles reversed. So everything is not going to be good. The Seven of Pentacles represents probably career. The Six of Pentacles is probably not career, maybe a different way. But that's what it is, right? And all these things are very negative feeling. It's a negative outskirt. It's bad. And it's very chaotic at the same time. And when you have these things, it's like you can say, am I doing a good job? Am I doing the right opportunity and whatnot? That's what it seems to be, right? And that's what it is, right? Everything can be short, sweet, and everything else, but when you take this as what they are and seem to be, that's what it is, right? There is always something rather than having nothing, and when you have nothing, you're begging for money for people. You're trying to not do that. You're trying to, what I always keep saying this in my videos is that money is a great thing, and that could be right. So, it could be that, right? And that's what it is. So before I tell you what the oracle card is saying, we're going to do this. Remember how I told you that this is going to be a short video, okay? It's not a long video. But that's what it is. And you have to do that because when you say something negative and it's, saying it's a lost cause, it's very bad. And this is card 33. And card 33, I'll read it to you, but I wonder if it's kind of correct or not. I just, oh, I was close to past it. Card 33, it represents from 21st to the 30th of November, probably last year. And when you have this, it's very bad. It's you know it's like advice. It says it is useless being obsessed by an impossible project. Change route immediately. That's what it kind of is. Um, it could say for number C, it says for letter C, it says closed doors, bitter disappointment, impossible solution. And negative is very bad. It's a very bad feeling. And when you get that situation, it kind of draws to you. If you look at the basics of when you think about the past or the present or the future, or if you look at that like a couple few months when about COVID happened or something and everything's all shut down, it's a negative process, right? And that's what it is, right? We have to go slow and slow and slow and slow. And that's what it seems to be, right? You have to be in character. You have to know your ins and outs. You have to remember how everything kind of seems to be going and stuff, right? And that's what it is. So if you just do this as what it is, that's what it seems to be, right? That's kind of like what it is at the moment. And that's what it is. It's kind of like a go and slowly kind of situation. It's very impossible to get what you want, and when you have lost causes, it's very interesting, right? And when you go through a bad mess at the same time, that's what it seems to be, right? When you have all these reverse cards at the same time, even this is like an upright card, for example, that's what it is, right? And you have to go through of what it is. Like if you if it happens to an earth sign, a fire sign, a water sign, or an air sign, it's very bad, right? And I'm not saying that every single zodiac sign is bad, but about this, like reverse cards are very bad. It's a very bad energy situation, and it's very disgusting at the same time because you're trying to get what you want. You're trying to get pot. You're trying to get you know um, upright cards to see if they're going to not switch. But in a way, this is all, it's almost like garbage in a way, but it's not really, it's not. But, the timing is like you have to pick a side which way you're going to go up, down, left, right, southwest, northeast, or something like that. That's what it is, right? But before I let you all go, um, I'm going to do the dice and then the playing cards and stuff. This is what it seems to be right now. And when you're in this lost cause situation, it's very negative, right? It's a very bad negative situation. But that's what it is. Okay. Now, I'll do one more thing. I'll shuffle these cards and I'll see what it is. Who's following you? And this is what it is. And it says the Seven of Diamonds. So I said about something about earth signs. It's Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn in this situation. It's very lost cause for all of you in this situation, because when you have this and when it's not very, incredible bad influence of this situation, it's kind of like putting you in a bad spot. It's kind of like almost a playing chess. It's like you're playing chess, and all of a sudden you're trying to get that king. All of a sudden someone's using queen, and then you know hit you in the game, and then you quit. You're saying, okay, forget this. I'm not gonna play anymore because you're stressed out. You're very negative, and when you do that, it's a pain. It's very a pain in the butt. So that's what it seems to be. And there's only one more I'm gonna do. I'll do the dice to see what's happening. Oh, we have two twos, a one, and a six. So let's see how that is. So a six is, oh, let me see my little paper situation here. Um, let's see. So the ones are January, the twos are February, the six is June. So you have January, February, and June in this situation. The letters, if you are born or you have your last name, B and H, and then A and G, and then you have E and I. If it's Elliot, if it's Eleanor, whatever, those words. So that's what it seems to be, okay? And then if you are 16 years old or 61 in this situation, or you're 22 years old or something in the 2-2 situation, that's what it seems to be in this scenario. Okay, it's very significant on how this is gonna go. And before I let you all go, there's only one thing that you must learn is don't procrastinate, don't have negative, don't draw that, don't, because it's a pain in your backside, like on your butt or something like that. So if you just remember how this is gonna go, you will be fine, right? But having reverse cards or just it's saying, okay, it's not very good. So I must let you go, and thank you for watching, and have a good day to you all, and I'll see you next time. Okay?